Recorded Books and RB Digital present Protected by Claire Zorn. Narrated by Anushka Paris-Carter. Chapter 1. I have 3 months left to call Katie my older sister. Then the gap will close, and I will pass her. I will get older. But Katie will always be 15, 11 months, and 21 days old. She will always have a nose piercing and a long curly knot of dark hair. She will always think that The Cure is the greatest band of all time. She will always have a red band of sunburn on her lower back from our last beach vacation. Forever. The bus jolts and shudders along the street, a box of heat and sweat and BO. My fellow students flick the random spitball and hurl the occasional insult. Someone is a fat cow. Someone is going to do something filthy to someone else's mother. Someone has a thing for Ms. Thorne. There is laughter in the back, but none of it is directed at me. Nothing and no one touches me. A fire is burning somewhere. Across a gully, gums and leaf mulch are smouldering, the eucalypt oil hissing, tree flesh twisting. The smoke drifts in a thick, putrid mass up from the gully, over the ridge. It clings to the air, that acrid scent. It might be technically in its last month, but the Australian summer doesn't stick to the calendar rules. The heat will hang around past its welcome. The bus heaves itself around a corner and onto my street. It was a good street to invest in, my dad said. A fire ripped through years ago and took out almost every house on this side of the gully. It scared the crap out of everyone. Prices dropped, and my parents swooped. Won't see anything like that again for a while, he had told us, meaning the cataclysmic firestorm that ate homes and schools and the community center. We were smarter than those people. Dad designed a house with fire protection, sprinklers that cast large curtains of water mist, double brick walls, heat-proof glass, all that. The people who live around this area fall into 3 main categories: former city dwellers, retirees, and the people who have lived here forever, raised their kids in the family home, and never moved. You can tell the city people and forever families because they drive hybrid cars and have rain barrels and bird feeders in their yards. The retirees have flat squares of treeless grass in front of their homes and wash leaves off their driveways. It's weird to live in the Blue Mountains if you hate leaves so much. The place is full of trees. A highway runs up and over the mountains, with small towns most of the way along it. Some places are popular with tourists and have cafes and boutiques and gift stores. Then there are towns like ours. We have a newsstand, a liquor store, and a bakery that sells pies I'm pretty sure are just store-bought and heated up in a microwave. There's an unspoken rivalry between the upper and the lower mountains. Those up at the top think that the people who live farther down are middle-class snobs, and the lower mountains residents call the ones up in Katoomba feral hippies, or worse, greenies. We live midway up, and my mum grew up here, so I guess that makes us middle-class forever greenies. The bus pulls into my stop, and I peel myself from the vinyl seat. I follow a handful of others down the aisle and off the bus. The air outside is fresher, but no cooler. I walk the 200 yards from the bus stop to my house. My elderly neighbor, Mrs. Van, is in her yard. She's of the variety that despises leaves, and she's armed herself with a rake that's bigger than she is. I don't feel I have the resilience for a Mrs. Van conversation right now. Katie would have stopped. She would have stopped and chatted to Mrs. Van, not because she was a particularly chatty person, but because she knew the more she talked, the more cash she would get in a Christmas card from Mrs. Van at the end of the year.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?